She's a duck's guts. G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted a video. We've been so busy with work and racing around go-kart tracks and hitting PBs and all the rest of it. But a couple of important updates today. We're getting both of our two Commodore race cars with some major updates. We've got the track ute getting all the bushes in the rear end and the front end done. And Clooney has had a bunch of work done to the rear parcel shelf, getting all the aluminium put in, roll cages in, all the fab work on the firewalls done. So we'll go in and check it out. Stay with us. Alright Frankie, so we're here at Gentech and look what I'm driving today.
Those Continentals got a bit of a workout in the way here, did they?
They copped an absolute hiding all that roundabout up there, but that's all good. But this little Bratsworth Frankie, I never thought I'd be in one of these, but they've got an interesting note, don't they?
Oh. Mrs. Fred obviously takes it a little bit easier in the car, but yeah, a little bit of a high-tech weapon.
Let's go give it a workout later.
Alright.
Alright Frankie, you've got an SR20, what do you think of this?
Well, it's not my cup of tea, but it'd be a bit of fun on the track, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So big turbo.
Got a green rocker cover, so that's got to be worth a bit of horsepower.
Well, they always are. Yeah. So Jim Bob, got to turn up to 400.
Well, in a minute, we got to put some E85 in it.
Righto.
And give it a heat.
Let's go. Frankie, bit of drift life here. What do you got here?
Well, I got no idea. Some sort of Japanese car, I think. It's got some aero. And,
yeah, look at this.
Yeah, wow. Well, it's got a diffuser and holds on some plastic bits here.
Yep.
Boy, it'd be a bit of fun to drive as well.
I think this is a bit of LS life, if I'm not mistaken, not like the SR20 inside, Frankie.
Yeah, well, someone having a lot of fun in it. Certainly that's the business.
Certainly does. These Sylvias are everywhere now, aren't they? Remember when we were growing up, they were people that import them with little bits of carpet on the dash. They were very classy.
Oh yes, definitely. They were a thing to have.
Look at the camera on this.
Yeah, I don't think he's actual wheels, do you reckon?
No, I don't think so.
Or just to roll it around.
Yeah. All right, Marcus, Chief Engineer and Engine Builder here at Gentech. Tell us the plan or what's happening with Clooney so far.
Well, the plan you want, yes. So far what we've done, we've dashed, all the interior's been removed. So dash, carpet, wiring, everything's all gone. Yep. We've removed the heater box. We've plated up the heater box and everything to do with the air conditioning at the moment.
Yep.
So we'll basically refit the shell of the dash back into the car, and then we've got to try and make all the wiring for all the different modules that we've taken out work in regards to the modules that are back in the car, make them work again.
Yep.
We also then got to make the race seat fit, which because you're short, we want to make it so it's adjustable.
Righto.
Roll cage is in and mounted. We'll probably end up pulling that back out again and refitting it again. We'll just, like it's in, but it might come out again. Going through to the back, we've got we've sheeted the back as well, as per the rules and where you race.
Yep.
Fuel system's coming, so that fuel system will be incorporated inside the fuel tank. There'll be some wiring inside the boot and through this plug here. And that's basically as far as we're going to go at this point.
Righto. And how tech you thinking for the dash?
Probably.
Righto.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How do you feel about destroying potentially a desirable and collectible car like this?
What Jimmy Richards do?
You don't really want to know my comment.
It's up to the owner, I suppose.
Yeah. Yes. I have asked more than one occasion, you sure you want to do this?
Yes. And the answer is hell yeah. So that's a closer look
There
on
was
the...
a written off VF for sale the other week for $4,000.
Yeah, well, that could have been the platform, or this one's half done now. Yeah. Here we go, starting to look like a NASCAR. So Frankie, we might encounter some wiring gremlins here. Take us through it.
Ellie was saying that everything runs through the BCM, or the body control module. So things like rear brake lights, indicators, all that sort of thing. You can't just hook it up without a BCM.
Yeah.
And that's for him to work out, and there's no dash.
No.
Nothing. So it'd be interesting to see what they sort out for you there.
Yeah. We might have to piggyback a Haltech to run the engine, and then try and do some trickery with the rest of things. Yeah.
On a Harrop wheel.
Yeah. Righto. What are we doing with the steering wheel, Marcus?
Probably going to put a Harrop steering wheel on. They do a racy one with a suede and the line there.
Yep.
Probably we just got to work out with the dash what we're going to be able to take out and what we can leave in. Obviously you don't need any of this, but you know, obviously it's going to look a bit weird without it, so
yeah,
we'll work that out.
Righto, and we've got a bit of a mock VF dash that we can put in first and sort of see how it fits.
Yeah, I've got a crashed one, so the airbag's gone off, so we're using that as our template.
Righto, very good, mate. Excellent. All right, Frankie, so we're about to pick up the ute. What do you reckon?
Well, it's going to be a world of difference with the amount of bushes they've replaced for us. The guys at Jax have really looked after us. They've come up with a couple of little issues with the car. We don't know the full history on the car and what people have done to it before, but they feel that someone might have put a little bit of a tweak into our rear suspension, and that sort of compromised our wheel alignment a little bit.
Yeah, well, if I'm not mistaken, Frankie, it could have been a Mandalorian or a ghost, or maybe a baby Yoda. What do you think?
Well, it could have been. We're
Let's
not
go have a
sure.
look.
It's just switch us off there.
Yep, we've got Jeep Life here, we've got an Audi. Let's all go.
It's obviously done a lot of kilometres before we've had it, and someone might have put it up a gutter or something. So
yeah,
we're running a little bit less camber than we would have liked to on the rear and the front.
So what's the setting for the rear at the moment?
The rear is on 1 3/4, I think, from our paperwork, and we couldn't quite get to 2 degrees negative on the front,
right?
Because of the compromises we've got to make in the rear.
Yeah,
that's all right. We'll look at some making some changes and maybe replacing some stuff for our rear suspension.
All right. Well,
see if that makes a difference.
Let's get this ute home to the Clooney garage and take a good look at all the bushes.
Awesome.
All right, Frankie, so you're back from your lap of the gods here. What are your impressions of all your new bushes?
It's a lot firmer, isn't it? There's a lot less give in those poly bushes than a rubber one, so it's a little bit noisier. You can hear a bit of the noise from the road and whatnot, but we don't care about that.
No, a bit creaky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It certainly feels a lot stiffer in the front. It's a bit hard at road speed to feel anything in the back.
So we'll jack the front up over the weekend and show all the viewers, but you've jacked up the rear, Frankie, so let's go.
There's some nice shiny poly purpley blue bushes.
Yeah, righto, let's go have a look here. So So we have replaced every bush known to man, and there's more bushes here than Mount Stromlo, just quietly. So
there's one or two under here, isn't there?
yep. So
All the cradle bushes here and that big one there.
that big one up the top there.
And the diff's got a little purpley bush in there as well.
Little cradle bush,
Yep.
and then our toe arms back here, Frankie. They're done,
Yeah.
and back there as well on the trailing bush. It's always good when the GoPro turns off when I'm trying to film. There's another one up there. There's bloody bushes everywhere, and there's ones that we can't even see, Frankie, up the top here too.
There are, yeah. They're sort of everywhere, so that that's a nice freshen up for this old girl.
Oh God, and look at these coilovers. Look at this, very nice.
Yeah, we've got to learn a bit about how to adjust them and get the best out of them.
Yep. Well, this is very tidy, Frankie, and let's go over the wheel alignment specs and take us through it. So Frankie, here's our wheel alignment, and we actually, let's go on the front. So we've actually got in the front -1 3/4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, we're able to put a little bit of negative in the front, but we've run out of adjustment there, so that's as much as they could do. It's the back we wanted to run a couple of degrees negative on the back, but we weren't able to do that because of the slightly tweaked suspension we got.
Yep.
We'll sort that out another day.
It's still negative, but it's not even a degree. Well, not even 1/4 of a degree, really.
Yeah, we went hard to run too much there. I think we'd like to have run 2.5, maybe on the front, and we've only got 1 3/4. So that's a shame.
Look at our before measurements here. We actually were running nearly neutral camber on the front on the right, and then 1 degree on the. That must have been.
Well, unfortunately, that's your dodgy specs after putting the coilovers in. So
it.
we were able to run a little bit more with the standard suspension, but yeah, we're not sure what happened in the back, and maybe that was as good as they could get.
I think the other thing is when you've got warm bushes and you do a wheel alignment, you're really just chasing gravy, really, aren't you?
Well, that's right. As soon as we go around the corner, it's all gone out the window, hasn't it?
Yep. Now look at this, Father Christmas, Mr. Hawk. Your friends at the local speed shop. What are these?
Well, these are American pads, aren't they? These are supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread. So we're going to pop them in the front for something different and
open them up, shut them up.
See if we can notice the difference. I'm sure we shall. But that'll have all sorts of vitamins.
I think they're the rears.
Okay.
Oh,
it's got a sticker, which is important.
Yep, you need that. Yeah. All these rears here. Oh, the fronts. Very nice.
Yeah.
They don't look as metallic-y as the Ferrotas, do they?
No, but all sorts of little speckly things that must make them hi-ho.
Yep. So these are about as expensive as you can get for a VE SS with the standard calipers. And,
what are we putting the most expensive pads on the world's cheapest, nastiest brakes? But that's us.
Go easy. Well, they're the calipers. The rotors are pretty good. The DBA rotors.
That's very true.
That's
I forgot about our rotors.
Yeah. So Frankie, you've got Nankangs, you've got new bushes, you've got brake pads. You must be heading to a track day.
Well, we're hoping to make some sort of improvement, and hopefully that does come with these bits and pieces. So
yep.
Can we beat Warren Luff? That's the big question.
That's the question. All right, let's have a look. All right, that's a wrap here at Clooney Garage. You've seen SR20s, you've seen VF race cars, VE track cars, and unfortunately we're not going to get this little girl out today. That might be for the weekend. On that note, don't do it for Dale, do it for Rocky, and check out our May the 3rd track day video. It's going to be awesome. Catch ya.